Hi, I'm Amy McGuffin, CEO of Kittitas County Chamber of Commerce, and we are hitting the road to see one of our local chamber members.
Action.
Hi, I'm Amy McGuffin, CEO of Kittitas County Chamber of Commerce. You're joining us today on the road with the Chamber. We're here at the Patch, Jensen Farms. Hillary and John have joined me today, and we're going to talk about their business and their pumpkin patch. Hello, Hillary.
Hi.
Hi, John.
Hi there.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So opening weekend, last weekend?
Yes.
Yes.
It's under our belt. It was good.
Nice. I'm just saying, wow, great job. Everything
you.
looks wonderful and put together. So tell us how this all came together with COVID and the restrictions, and what do we look forward to?
I think this year can be summed up as a roller coaster, frankly. We thought we had a pretty good plan going forward, looking at everything. We looked at it big picture as far as the farm in totality and what we felt we could do safely and what we could not. We eliminated activities that we felt were unable to keep the public safe. But then looked at each individual department, say our Silo Cafe, for example, that is full concessions all made on site. And so that runs like any other food establishment in the county. So we looked big picture, we looked department by department, did what we could, and thought we had a plan, and then we didn't, right? There were some changes at the state level, and then more changes at the state level. And we were ultimately able to roll, and all in all, the feedback we got opening weekend from the guests was phenomenal. They were really happy, one, that we were able to be open, and two, the efforts that we made to be open, and all the sanitizing and things that we were doing while they were here.
Yeah, one of the things that I noticed with all the restrictions that have been happening with COVID, it's all about communication.
Yeah.
And I would have to say within the last 30 days, you've been communicating quite well and very direct.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things I think that we should talk a little bit about, those that are watching us today that may not know, what are some of the major changes from a communication standpoint that you need visitors to know?
I think number one is there's a lot of confusion about masks, right? That's just huge. Everybody wants to know if they need to wear them. Clearly you're outside. According to the state, I need to make all guests aware that we require them to wear masks while they're here. But we also did the math. We have 2 acres of pumpkins out there, and if there's 10 families in the pumpkin patch, that's 8,000 square feet per family, which seems pretty good for social distancing, and we can't be all places at all times. So there's a balance there as to what our expectations are and to where we enforce. We definitely, because we can and we feel very strongly about it, we enforce in the farm store and on the hay rides. And I think that's going to be the biggest change that people see right now. And then just the smaller ones as far as the activities, like no petting of the petting zoo animals and those things this year.
Now, is there an emission or not an emission?
There is, and there's not. So to actually get to the pumpkin patch and do the U-Pick, as well as the Silo Cafe if you want lunch, or the farm store to do some shopping, there's no admission required for that. We want you to be able to come, grab a hot coffee, get your pumpkins, enjoy some time in the sun before you head home. If you want to participate in any of the activities, that is a flat rate admission starting this year. So the one flat rate admission will get you a bracelet, and that will get you on the hay ride, through the corn maze, in the petting zoo, Jack's Kids Zone. We opened a new Talladega trike course. This guy here was all about the Talladega. Okay. We have the new Slide Mountain. We have Pumpkin Patch Pool, which is like human life-size billiards. So all those things are just covered in that flat rate.
Okay, great. Well, John, you have been here ever since it's opened, and I just want to say, I think you've been the handyman of some of the kids' activities. Is that right?
I have been. Started off just driving the tractor for the hay rides, which I really enjoy, and that was about it. And then, a few years ago, things started picking up where I was helping out a little more. And then in the last, I'd say 2 years, maybe 3, just starting to build all the stuff. She would come up with these different ideas and show me things, and I'm like, yeah, we can do that. And it's fun because, people come up, you see these different ideas and stuff, like the pool over there. Who would have ever thought to do that? And it's awesome. It has been one of the most popular things when I'm out. I still do the hay rides, and watching people from the tractor, there's always people in there doing it. and it's just, they just take to it, you know, and I just really enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy doing it and seeing all the little kids excited and running around and happy, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
One of the things with the Chamber of Commerce where we talk about advocacy, and so I'm going to go into the agritourism conversation a little bit, because it's really about the experience. A family farm can be a producing farm activity, but then when you open it to the public, it becomes an agritourism experience for customers and for visitors. And so it was really interesting to see the maneuvering of the COVID restrictions because of what you're offering as an experience, which is kind of on its own.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And so one of the things that I think is really important to let people know that as they're visiting, not only are you a producing farm, but you're allowing people to enjoy agriculture, and you support local vendors in your shop.
Yep.
Tell us about the vendors that you have.
We have 3 or 4 off the top of my head this year. We have Keijo Designs that does phenomenal repurposing of furniture, and she's been in there the last 3 or 4 years, and which was a great opportunity for her this year, especially because she typically attends like the Juntiken type shows and the antique shows, and all of those were canceled this year. So this has been her one and only opportunity. We also have Blonde Dog 509 who does phenomenal jewelry and different signs and whatnot, and again, a lot of her stores that she was previously featured in have been closed up, as well as the Forget Me Not Chic. She does phenomenal jewelry, and her daughter's actually bringing stuff in as well this week, and it's just all, everything's changed for everybody. And so anything that we can do, we've actually reached out to a couple of local nonprofits as well to see if we could help them in their fundraising efforts and whatever they could do to try to play catch up, because we are very well aware that we're one of the few organizations that are allowed to operate at this level as agriculture, having that exception as agriculture. So anybody that we can bring on board where it makes sense that we can help them and we can do it safely, we've tried to do that as much as possible this year.
So to finish this interview, really want to impress upon people, this is a full experience farm. It's an agritourism activity. So please come and join the patch, Jensen Farms. But before I end, we're missing 2 people that I think help you throughout this time. So
We are.
This is a family adventure.
It is.
And I know your kids have been involved in this from the beginning.
From the very beginning. I still love to look back at the pictures of them harvesting back when they thought it was fun. And now at 16 and 18, maybe not so much, but yeah, they're in school right now. And they are, my daughter Mally is just taking the bull by the horns in the gift shop and the farm store and just having that guest experience. And then my son Bennett is, we call him the grill master, and he's taken over as far as the barbecuing. And then my folks, my parents, Bob and Jan Hammond, right, usually have the motorhome park area because they literally live at the patch. For 2 months leading up to operations and then staying for operation, and they decided they needed a break this year, and I agreed. So yeah, it is a family affair, which really I love to look around and see that we're going to have that family legacy for years to come. And so it's nice to share it as a family with families who are here making their memories.
I think that's great. And so to end this interview, let's just talk about it. Address, location, times of operation.
The nuts and bolts. Okay,
Yes.
You can find us at 6181 Wilson Creek Road. We are open every Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday from 10 until 4 through the end of October. And again, you can come and enjoy the U-Pick Patch, all the concessions in the farm store free of charge, no admission, and the activities are just one flat rate admission price.
Well, thank you again, Hillary and John, and thank you for those that are watching us. We're here at the Patch, Jensen Farms. Please join them on the weekends and fulfill the full experience. Again, if you want to come to our Facebook page at Kittitas County Chamber of Commerce, you can see this video and others. Thank you for watching Chamber on the Road. We especially thank our sponsors, Yakima Federal, Kelleher Motor Company,